Hi there, gorgeous! Happy Frugal Friday to you. I am so excited for this, like, too excited. Way too excited. I'm reviewing a collection that Wet n Wild just put out. This was sent to me as PR. Just wanted to make you aware of that up front. My opinions are my own. Regardless of how free the makeup is, I will let you know the good, bad, and the ugly. But this is the Saved by the Bell collection. Oh my gosh. This takes me way back because I grew up with this show. Dating myself here. Whoa, dating myself. I love that they're doing this. I love that they're bringing back the old shows and making makeup collections around them. I mean, Pac-Man, that was such an awesome collection too. By the way, my feeling on this show will have no sway over the makeup products. I will simply tell you if they are good or bad. So let's get into it. The first product I have to share with you, excuse me, I'm just happy, is the eyeshadow palette. Look at this thing. Now I'm not swooning over the colors. It's a little boring. Dang, I'm just harsh right out of the gate. Couldn't even be nice about the eyeshadow palette. But we're not going to judge a book by its cover, right? We're going to experiment and see what we get. I do already have an eyeshadow primer applied onto my lids, just so you are aware. I'm going to go ahead and apply my blending shade to my brow bone area. Oh, that purple is pretty though. You know, let's try something with the purple all over the lid. You know I had to go there. This one right in the center. It appears to be a lavender on initial swatch. Leaning pink. I really don't like pink purples, but I'm getting some ideas about this look. I'm getting some really good ideas here. So I just applied that to the middle of my lid like that. And I'm taking this shade next. I'm going to use the deep brown at the end of the palette here. And I'll apply that to the outer third of the lid. We're gonna do a halo eye here today. And I'll apply it to the inner third of the lid also. And using the dark colors like this will probably make that shade on the middle of the lid really pop. And I'm going to take this brush and run the brown right into the crease. I probably should have done this step first because I may have to go back and apply more of that middle shade, but it's okay. We'll make it work. By the way, if you're interested in the brush that I'm using, this is the MAC 239S. I got a new one. I've had these other ones for I can't even tell you how long, but they did change the brush. For those who have bought this brush and they said that it changed, it's changed slightly, but it's still really excellent and I'm loving it. Loving it, loving it. I feel like the bristles are a little bit longer compared to the ones that I have from many, many, many years ago, but it's not totally changed. I mean, it's still very densely packed. It holds on to eyeshadow extremely well. It's such a fabulous brush. Pretty good base going there. So what I'm going to do next is take this light neutral and use that to blend the edges towards the brow. And if I had not used that purple that turned out pink, what I would have used instead would have been this shade right here in the middle of the lid. And I think if you were to do that for this kind of a look, you could even use one of these right here if you wanted to change it up a little bit more. If you did that really bright blue in the midst of all of this gorgeous brown that you've got going on here, that would be really, really pretty. Now in terms of the quality, it is the same great quality that we have come to know and love from Wet n Wild. I'm not having any issues with the application or the blending with any of these eyeshadows. They are going on extremely well and they look great. Very reminiscent of the same kind of quality that you can find in the 10 pan palettes. And you can see how beautiful they perform. I'm really, really loving that despite the fact that it's pink. Okay, so I'll go ahead and curl my lashes. They did include a mascara with this collection, and I'll show you what that looks like up close here as I'm curling my lashes. Sometimes these mascaras with these limited edition collections can be a hit or a miss, so we will see. It's going on very pigmented. Like I'm not having to do many passes at all. to get the mascara on. It's, whoa, very pigmented, for lack of a better word. Surprisingly, it adds a lot of great length. Volume, not so much, but the length was pretty darn good with it. By the way, they do have a brush set, and I kept it in the packaging because it was absolutely adorable. In the shape of the classic phone that Zach always used on Saved by the Bell. You remember these things? I remember when my dad got a car phone, and this had to be in the 90s. It was one of those big black boxes, had a handle on it, and he left it too close to the window in the car at one point, and it ended up putting a big crack through the windshield. But he was always very adamant about using that phone only for emergencies because it was so expensive to call anybody randomly. I mean, obviously not like today where you can talk to anybody anytime on your phone. That phone was for emergencies only. And even when I got my first phone, when I started driving, well, this is really gonna date me, my dad was adamant. You only use this phone if you need to get in touch with me because you break down. Don't ever use it just to call your friends. And I didn't. I was very careful about that because minutes were expensive back then. And it wasn't like today. I'm just so thankful I didn't grow up with social media. I really, really am. I feel for all of you today that are growing up with social media because, eesh. Okay, I finally got into this little sucker. So the brushes that they include, of course I forgot to use them on my eyes, of course. But they have a little flat shader brush as one of the brushes there. And then they have a little blending brush. You can see it there. And then this one is for blush, contour, etc. Now as far as, ooh, very, very soft. Extremely soft. Great quality. Same quality that we've come to know and love from Wet n Wild when it comes to brushes. And the blending brush is pretty dense. So I could see that working really well to blend. Yeah, no issues there. Well, it's a little floppy. Like this would be probably one I would use in the crease, not so much for blending because it's not as dense as what I would like for blending. So maybe it would make for a good crease brush, but yeah, pretty small too. So if you have smaller eyes, easy to get in there with it. I'm going to use this one. We'll see how this performs, but I'm going to go ahead and finish my eyes, put on the rest of my face because I have cheek products, a setting spray, and lip products left. And I'm back. If you're interested in the lashes I'm wearing today, by the way, they are the style Kitten from my lash line. I will have them linked below if you are interested. For the face, they have 3 different blushes as part of this collection. And one, I tell you, this happens to me every single time I get PR from Wet n Wild. I don't know what it is. One always comes crushed up. And it's always the one that I really like. It's Murphy's Law. It has to be. Ah! This is so pretty. It really, really is. Oh, this is, okay. This one is called Relationship Goals. And it's that peach. It's like a peachy shade and then a gold shade. And the other one is called It's All Right. And if you look real closely, this is the one with Jesse and Slater on the cover, by the way. It says, "You macho pig," and then "oink oink baby." That was adorable. I love the little captions. I would have loved to have known what the Zach and Kelly one said, but I'll have to look that one up. This is the one with, I keep wanting to say Dustin Diamond. What was his name? Dustin Diamond was his real name. Squeak, hang on. I'm gonna go back and edit this video and be like, why couldn't you think of that? I'm wanting to say Squeaker. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. I literally can't think of his name in the show. Screech. Okay. Oh, man. Talk about brain fart. I literally couldn't think of it. Anyway. All right. This is the one with Screech and... oh my gosh. Now I can't think of her name. Okay. See now... Lark Voorhees. I know that's her name, but what was her name on the show? Lisa. Okay. Oh my gosh. I need to take a nap. So this is the one with Lisa and Screech on it. And I love that color range too. And the little bubbles here say, "Pick you up 7-ish." And she says, "Sorry, Screech." You know, I could have just read the doggone comment bubbles and it would have given me his name. Jeez. I seriously need to take a nap for like, I don't know, 3 months. That'd be good. I am going to take the one that's all crushed up here because I'm loving this color. I love this color. And I'm going to put a little bit, because I know this is super pigmented. And we'll apply that on the cheeks. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, very, very, very beautiful. I'm going to attempt to save this one. I might just dump it all together and then press it all back because it's all mixed together now, the gold with the peach, which, you know, it's actually a nice combo, so definitely going to try to salvage it. I also have a little kabuki brush as part of this collection too, so I will use that to blend the blush in a little bit more. Now, as far as the lip kits go, they have 3 different ones for all 3 girls from the Saved by the Bell show. One for Kelly, one for Jessie, one for Lisa. And I think this is the one for Lisa. Okay, so the one for Lisa, I'm going to swatch it so you can see it up close. It looks like that. It's really just a pencil with a gloss. And the pencil is a little hard to get to show up. I had to do several layers of the pencil and the swatch there to get the color that you're seeing. And this is the one for Jessie. And I will tell you that the lip pencil with this one swatched a lot better than the one for Lisa. So there was a lot more color payoff here, thankfully. And that's the one for Kelly. Again, I did not have any issues with the lip pencil in terms of swatching with this set. So it appears, at least in my case, the only one that gave me some issue was the Lisa one, but the Jessie and the Kelly one were of good quality. So based on all 3 that I swatched there, I think I want to use the Jessie one simply because this look is very, yeah. And the Jessie one is a little bit more neutral, which is what I want to stick with. So I'll go ahead and line my lips. And then fill them in with that gloss. It has a scent associated with it, almost like jelly beans, like jelly bellies, like a the Krispy Kreme Jelly Belly. That's what it smells like, and I only know that because I had one recently. Hey, I didn't eat the donut, I ate the jelly bean. That's a lot better. It does leave a tingling sensation on the lips, by the way. I forgot to mention that these have lip plumping on them, so they are going to have that mentholated feel to them when you apply them. It doesn't sting, it doesn't burn. It's just very, yeah, wake up lips. They also included a setting spray with this collection. Unfortunately, I don't have time to really test this one out before publishing this video, so it will be one that I save for a future speed review, drugstore must-haves, must-nots list. I'm getting ready to do a video like that because I have a few products to put into that video. So I think I'm going to save this one for that because I want to give you a thorough review of it to let you know how it really performs. Out of all the products that I tried for you from this collection, I really did like the eyeshadow palette in terms of quality. Not a huge fan of the color range personally. That's a personal thing, but the quality was really good. I love that cheek color. It is simply just gorgeous. Absolutely in love with that. The mascara was okay. I do feel like it provided a lot of length, not so much volume. So if you're looking for a lengthening mascara, I do feel like that is a pretty good one. And you can see on my lower lashes here what it did there. A lot of excellent length. And the brush did make it easy to apply also. What else did we test from this collection? Oh, the brushes. The brushes were pretty good too in terms of quality, very soft, easy to use, provided beautiful results. As far as the lip products, not my favorite. I mean, the colors were good. Sorry. The colors were good. It's that lip plumping, mentholated feel. That's not what I typically like in a lipstick or a gloss. And I mean, I might pair the lip liners up with other lipsticks, lip glosses, but the lip glosses, oh my gosh, it's like, it's just, I'm sitting here with this lip product on and it will not stop. It is irritating the bejezel out of my lips. I don't like it at all. my gosh, I was at least thinking I could hold off until the end of the video to take it off, but no, it's awful. Generally with those, you'll get a little bit of that mentholated feel in the beginning and then it tapers off and fades away, but I feel like this just got stronger and stronger the more I had it on. But I hope that you found this review helpful if this is a collection that you are considering, whether it be for nostalgic reasons or if you're just interested in the color range or some of the products within this collection. I truly hope that you found this video helpful and that it gave you some pros and cons to consider for yourself. Let me know if you've had the opportunity to try any of the products here. If you are interested in any of them, I will have them listed and linked for you below. They will be affiliate links, so if you click through and purchase, I'd like to say thank you in advance for helping to support this channel and our family. I look forward to seeing you again next week, and I wish you a beautifully blessed weekend ahead.